Well, hello, Virgos. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come into the room. This is going to be your love reading, Virgos. Come on in, say hello. Now, we have not done a love reading for you, Virgo, in a while. So I am not really sure what's going to come out here for you. I have the slightest idea. I cannot tell you. Hey, Anointed Hands. Hey, Key. Hey, Sean. I don't know what's going to come out here for you because I seriously have not done a love reading in a very long time, Virgo. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, maybe cut some music on, a little bit of some music, and then let me see. We're going to see what's going to show up here for you, Virgos. You said, what energy are you picking up? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really sure what is going to be coming out here for you, Virgos. I couldn't even tell you. Okay. Every Virgo is different now. They're kind of all over the place. I've noticed that my views for Virgos have kind of gone down, which happens every year. Some Virgos get into relationships, and so they don't watch as much. Some Virgos are getting married, which is what we saw that this morning. And yeah, that's just kind of what's happening. So it all depends, really. Sean said it's still dry. Yeah, I know. Sorry. But we'll see. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going to come out here for you, Virgo. We're going to start with some oracle cards. We have not used oracle cards in a very long time. So we're going to start with the first four, okay? And then we're going to clarify it, all right? So let's go ahead. Let's see. Let's see. This is for Virgo. First card here for Virgo. Virgo. First card coming out here for you, Virgo, is separation. Separation. Okay. Now this one says, I had to walk away to find what I deserve. And I think this morning, didn't Virgos have the death card, right? I think we saw that a little bit earlier this morning. Now you guys already know that these cards could be future. This card, some of you guys are experiencing this right now, where you're already in a separation. It just depends, right? But there's something that's actually happening behind the scenes with your love life. And this could be someone awakening, realizing how much they want to be with you. The separation could be doing some good, actually. Okay. Separation could be with a married couple. And sometimes separation even happens within the house, within the home, right? So meaning that like you live in the same house, but you guys are not sleeping in the same bed, especially if you have two floors. One person maybe downstairs the whole time, and the other person may be somewhere in the house. So, but I do see that there is a lack of cohesiveness with some of you guys when it comes down to a love situation. And like I said before, sometimes this does talk about future. But we're going to read that in a minute for Virgos. Let's see what else is coming out here for you, Virgos. Let's get it. This is for Virgo. Okay, I don't like how that came out. Self-love was one that did come out, y'all. Self-love. This is for Virgo. You have happiness. This looks really good. You guys have a soulmate. I did not expect that to come out, not even close. Okay, so you had happiness that came out, and then you have soulmate. Now, we talked about that this morning, right? I believe we did. Okay. Happiness here says, you bring me more happiness than I could ever imagine. Okay, so you guys going to be at a really good place with someone soon. Okay, and again, like I said before, some of you guys are here now. Not every Virgo is on the same path, and these cards are going to pick up different people. It's not going to pick up everybody. The message is not going to be the same throughout the reading because it's two different energies so far that we're picking up. Okay. Whew, man, I can't wait to get to that one, right? I'm going to kind of put this to the side too because we talked about this morning. So there is a soulmate here. Now let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Virgo. Let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Let's see. Okay. You got unrequited love. Now, unrequited is, and then you had new beginning. Ah, this is crazy because remember we talked about that this morning. Look at what's happening here. Do you see that for some of you, you guys are in bliss, okay? For others, some of you guys are going to be walking away, or you already walked away from someone who wasn't really giving you what you deserve. New beginnings could be with the same person if they come back and act right, right? Or it could be you walking away from someone who just, but it was one sided. We talked about that this morning. And this is what Unrequited says: leaving you was the most painful thing I've ever done. You see what I'm saying? So some of you guys are, and I think I said that the person is realizing that that's like, oh my God, I'm thinking about you. There was an awakening love situation that they never really realized how much they really cared about you until you guys were separated. That is what this story is basically saying. This could technically be your soulmate still. Like, not everything is a straight line. Don't expect love to be just so, amazing and great and not have problems and flaws. That's just so unrealistic. But actually, looking at this card, this looks really, really good. Okay. So far, this looks good. And there is a new beginning in your love story. Okay. That's what we're looking at. Here with the new beginning, it says, let's forget about the past. Take a chance on me so we can start again. That's exactly what it says, y'all. I promise you. New beginning. Let's forget about the past and take a chance on me and start again. There is someone here who you guys are separated from who wants you. And the only reason why I even remember the reading was because it happened this morning. Usually I don't do y'all love reading until like days later, right? But I did the reading this morning and it even talked about how there was an ending and there was a separation and how I said that I believe that someone from the past is going to come back in. And that's exactly what you're looking at. So someone is like, please, Virgo, please. You have two roses here. So I do feel like this person is very romantic. They at least will attempt to try to win your heart over if you guys are separated. That's what I'm seeing. Now, I want to make sure that that's not too loud. Let's go ahead. Let's get your last card and then we're going to clarify. Let's get the last card here for Virgo. Last card is revealing. And then you have inner conflict. So we're going to see why this is coming out. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comment section. He says, we want perfect. I think the thing is Virgo wants a love that's going to be, you have to have the chemistry between you and the person. That's just what it is. And remember, a love relationship isn't just for a day, it's for the future. Like, you want to either spend your life with them or there's long term, right? So you have to think about the future and you want it to be as close as possible. I don't think it's going to be perfect, but you want it to be as close as possible. We had to be really, really honest. And Virgos have been struggling so much in this area of actually getting the type of love that they want. But you see, if you look at this reading, something has changed within Virgo, not necessarily the people. It's something has changed within Virgo. Remember the cards that fell out by accident with self-love? So you're demanding respect and that you're actually getting that because that's what you're demanding. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to clarify it. We're going to start with the separation card. Now, again, there's two different stories here. Not all Virgos are in this energy. So let it apply. If you are separated from someone, this is your story. If you are dealing with someone, you could be really, really happy with this person and end up in a long-term committed relationship because there is a soul contract here. Okay, most of you guys will be experiencing that regardless. Okay, just because it's showing up in your reading. Now, let's go ahead. Let's get it. Tiffany said, yes, you want a love that's going to last. Exactly. Sean said, wow, we are not even dating, but they're suddenly reaching out. Oh, somebody's reaching out to you. Hello, Sean. Okay. It's not that dry. Kiana says, I walked away from someone I was dating and now I'm dating a new person and it's definitely has been different, better, and for the good. Oh my gosh, this is so good to see. Especially with Kiana, you were like, I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's get it. Let's get separation here for Virgo. Let's see. Separation for Virgo. Wow, you had the Five of Swords that came out literally in reverse. So, okay, I love this because for a lot of you, we already know the fact that you walked away was because there was conflict, right? We talk about integrity in relationships. And if you're not experiencing integrity in relationships, what do? If you can't get it, if there's no compromising, if there's a one-sidedness, what do? You walk away. That's part of the Five of Swords. It is a warring energy. This is why every Five of Swords, either you have smoke in the background or you have clouds. It is a very disturbing energy when you're in a connection with someone and they're bringing this conflict into your life. And so you guys walked away from that. And what does the Five of Swords in reverse say? This separation could be causing what? Someone to think. They understand that you needed what was right for you, and maybe they're deciding, hey, I want to resolve things, which is exactly what the Five of Swords is basically saying. This separation has caused this person to think. I want a resolution. And this love affair. Remember, none of these cards was out here, and we already said it. I already knew. Because this morning kind of said it. We knew that somebody from the past wanted to come back in your life. We saw it this morning. So yes, here it is. Someone has some remorse about what they've done to you. They've been thinking, and that's the awakened love, okay, that I talked about a little bit earlier. So now that we know that there's about to be some type of attempt for resolution, how are you going to respond to it? Okay, are you going to open a door? This person was very non-committal too, because you had the Hierophant in reverse. Like here you are, you talked about commitment, and this person was like, wait. I'm not really sure if I want commitment with you. And you could be dealing with someone that's very unconventional, right? Like for them, they could just want to be in a relationship and not get married. They don't mind being in a long-term committed relationship with you, but they just didn't believe in marriage. Okay. They are not traditional in that sense. All right. Now let's go ahead. Let's get to this happiness. Let's see what's going to come out here. The Joker told me he wanted 2 wives. I never called him again. You know what's so interesting? I've actually in the last, not recently, but I will say in the beginning of the year, and this was not anyone that I dated. This was full-blown conversation when I was in a group. And I was in this group and the guys were talking about how they wanted multiple wives. And I said, you know what? You're crazy. And because truly women bring a lot of headaches. You know, that's just the truth. Women bring a lot of headaches and a lot of responsibility comes out of that. But they're entitled to do what they want. But, you know, there's women in plethora now. And so I think it's kind of like one of those things when you're hungry, the eyes are bigger than the stomach type situation. But, you know, some people have to learn the hard way. Let's get happiness. And I mean, I'm not against it. If they want that, that's for them, you know, but that's, of course, like you said, you didn't pick up the phone. So there you go. Whoa. Oh my God, Virgo, you had the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, y'all. Hitting your happiness card. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you got the King of Pentacles in reverse. And the happiness card here is saying that if you walked away because your happiness means more to you than actually wasting your time. You get what I'm saying? The King of Pentacles is the person who's actually loyal and grounded and respectful, and they are very business minded. They can secure things. But you were dealing with someone who wasn't. You are that person and you need someone to do what? Match your frequency, right? So I think Anointed Hand said it earlier when she said she wanted perfect. Remember, Virgos are wanting perfection in our sense of that, sense of the word, perfection, even though we know it's not perfect. And that is going to be someone that we can depend on, okay? And the person doesn't have to be rich. The person just has to be what? Nurturing and caring. That's all they have to be. Loyal, faithful, right? It's the opposite of greed, because if you look at the King of Pentacles in the reverse, the person is greedy. This is the 1 and 2 and 3, 4 wives, right? You know, They may do that in other countries, but not here in America, right? It's not sensible. It doesn't work that way. And another thing, Pluto going to Aquarius, it is going to be a lot of unconventional relationships. I'm not going to say that they're going to work, and they can end up poor because it's going to be about community. Aquarius and Pluto and Aquarius is about community and cohesiveness. Good luck with that, right? Because we know that women a lot of times can't get along in those type of relationships, and you end up getting the type of women who you don't want to be with for the rest of your life. So you have to know the sign of the times. But it does look like you were dealing with people who, yeah, they wanted to deal with different people, which is a lot of the reason why there was a lack of integrity anyway. Okay, dealing with multiple partners. But this is a unified love, which is the reason why you're happy. The Two of Cups talks about unified. You and this person are on the same page. There's a very close bond between you and this person. It makes sense because it is a soulmate. There's a contract between you and this person, whether you know it or not, or are aware that you guys have this type of like past life connection. This is what you have. It's a mutual respect too. Usually people who you're in a relationship with and there's a lot of problems, the person doesn't necessarily have the respect that they're supposed to have. So there's mutual respect in this relationship. This looks good, this happiness, Virgo. Now let's get the unrequited. Let's see why this is coming out. Unrequited. Now, this is someone else telling you this. What does this person say again? Leaving you was the most painful thing I've ever done. See, they've come to realize that. They didn't think that in the beginning. They would have never left. Oh, this person is messed up here. And so it says that this person is actually releasing fears of commitment. It's that like the grass is greener on the other side. So let me see what else this other people have out here to offer, and they did not get it. And I do see a separation. This person is in shambles. For some of you, you could have been in a long term. I'm just going to tell you because you got the 10 of Pentacles here. We also saw the Hierophant earlier. So if you are married, I don't necessarily see you guys being separated for too long. I mean, if you are, I don't see it happening. I feel like you guys are going to figure out or resolve some differences. We talked about resolution at the beginning of this. I actually see it even here, where someone is learning to compromise. They're learning how to cope with their own fears and facing, certain type of problems. If they have addictions to things, they're going to find help with the addictions. There is heavy resolution in this reading. But look at what had to happen in order for this person to see it, which sucks because it's like for some of you, you see children here with the 10 of Pentacles. Families were involved, even if you didn't have children. When you get married, you got your side of the family that's involved. You got their side of the family. You got your friends involved, all of those things. And I see that this person wants to make this work. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here with the 9 of Swords. Because at first, this looks like this is just like the differences between you and this person were just irreconcilable. At least you thought. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Well, let's get revealing. It says, I'm ready to express what's been on my mind. Let's get it. Let's see who this is. This could be you. This could be your person. Let's see first who this is. Is this Virgo or Virgo's person? Is this Virgo or Virgo person? Oh, wow. You guys have the 2 of Cups. I will feel like it's both of you. Let's see. Is there another person here? So for some of you, you may find out that this person is not fully, like, maybe they're in the process of getting divorced. But I see another person here. Not that the person is going to has a huge effect on the person that you're dealing with, but I do feel like your person may be still connected in some way to somebody else. And that is what you're going to find out about. This is for Virgo. Star card in reverse. You know how it's like sometimes the person is afraid to tell you something because if they're afraid to tell you something because if they tell you, then you may not be there. And that's crazy because the ending card is inner conflict. I don't think that this is you. And Virgos, it could be you. It just depends on the situation. But this could be either or. Someone is like completely divided about something. Okay. And it feels like they want to express themselves as true about this connection, but I'm not really sure if they know how to tell you what this really means. Virgo, if this is you, let's say you are in a committed relationship, you don't know how to tell your partner that you're not happy, or you don't know how you could be happy with this person, maybe because it has been so chaotic. But there's a lot that needs to be said, and someone is uncertain how they can express themselves. It doesn't have to be about other people, but it really could be about the drama that you and this person have been experiencing, what you've been facing. So the person has been repressing themselves or repressing their feelings. This is really about the negativity because this person is saying that they feel like they've lost hope in the connection. Maybe that's what they want to tell you, or you want to tell somebody. But I see it ending. The Five of Wands is in reverse, y'all. There it is. The Five of Swords was in reverse. This is actually really good. This is good. So this is the end of chaotic situations, but someone is losing hope that it can work out. That's the problem. Now, see, this could be both of you. Let's get it one more time. Let's get this inner conflict for Virgo. Let's see. Single people, I'm going to talk to you in a minute because this looks like a future reading for the single people, kind of. Someone has a hard time with expressing themselves because they're afraid, let's just be honest here. If we're talking about the divine masculine is afraid of being vulnerable, expressing themselves makes them look weak, right? So you kind of see that here, but they do. They let you know how they feel, but I feel like they're fighting themselves, whether it's good or bad. Because again, this can go either way for Virgos, depending on how bad the connection is or what has happened. But I really do feel like for some of you guys, this person is conflicted or somebody is conflicted about walking away. And maybe this is the reason why they're returning. Here with the Chariot card is in the upright. That wasn't even in reverse. That was in the upright. Inner conflict. There it is, another 5. You had all 5, y'all. There's a lot of chaotic energy here, Virgos. Now, the only one with this one, this is the only one in the upright. So that says that there's a hardship or there's worry about the connection. Now, you do have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. If you are dating, you're dealing with someone who's not really sure if you are worth the risk or you're not sure if the person that you're dating is worth the risk of long term. Because remember, 2 of Cups is long term, the Knight of Pentacles is long term. This is a proposal. So someone is very hesitant. It's almost like somebody, because there's been so much chaos and conflict in a relationship, it's kind of like, I know it's going to end, but I'm not really sure how it's going to end. I don't know if it's going to work. It's kind of like one of those things. And a lot of times, even if something ends, it doesn't mean that it's an ending forever because this looks like there's too much resolution here. But someone is very hesitant about making plans for the future or, having a conversation that could really make the relationship even sour even more. Let's get 2 more cards here for Virgo. Thank you. Oh, wow. You got the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles. What? This was in reverse. The only thing that I can tell you based on what I'm seeing here is that if this doesn't get resolved, because this is a single person, right? If this does not get resolved, this can be dissolved, meaning this could actually end up ending. Now, I like the fact that the Ace of Cups is in the upright, because this could be reconciliation. I think I've told you guys that before. Ace of Cups is not necessarily a new love. It can represent a reconciliation. But one thing that I can tell you is that if this continues in this way, a separation could occur where other energies will enter into your reading. That is just something that I'm saying. I'm not sure if your person is looking for at other people, but as far as you are concerned here, Virgo, that could happen, okay, based on the lack of cooperation, the lack of integrity, that type of thing. It does not dismiss this happiness. Like I said before, it just depends on where you are on this timeline or what you're experiencing. Especially if you're single, you have different options, and you will come across someone that's going to be faithful and true to you. I'm totally seeing that. But there is just too much up in the air here with this inner conflict. There's just too much in the air. And I don't see it being set in stone, which is something I think we saw again this morning with that mutable moon. So it's like, this is crazy. You got fives everywhere, which means there's changing for the better for some, and then just changing altogether. And some of you guys, there's going to be new love on the horizon. It just depends on if you can work this out with your person. Okay, let me see if it could be a little bit of something else that we can see that can, drive this home. Let's see. Let's get the final result, possibly, which is, there's really no such thing, but for Virgo, let's see what's coming out here for Virgo. Let's get 2 more cards. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we got 3. Gotcha. There it is. Look at that. If I fight with you, it's because I still care. Worry when I don't. Interesting. You have work. You have loneliness. And you have, wow, choices, Virgo. It said it twice. Truly, either you're going to fight for this connection or you're not. But I do see all the conflict in this read. And you guys already know, I talked about this before with Saturn, making it very difficult for Virgos at this time to have relationships that are going to be smooth. Okay. There may be periods where you guys may not be together and then you end up back together. It could be something like that. But you got to be aware of what's happening. And it could work out. Because this card is saying, if I didn't care, I would not fight for you. Okay? And there could be some energies here where someone is dating other people out of loneliness. It could be something like that. Okay? But it just all depends, okay, on your situation here, Virgo. I wish I could have given you guys a little bit more insight, but this is crazy. It's just like all over the place. It's for some of you, you guys are just like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm freestyling. I'm cool. Okay. But for others, you're going to be experiencing these ups and downs in your relationship, at least until the end of, I would say 2025. And it doesn't have to be horrible, but, Saturn has to come up out of that house. Okay. So to be a little troublesome, hardships, 5 of Pentacles talks about hardships. Okay. So this is what I have for you here, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. I appreciate you guys so much. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below. And I will see you guys back here in the morning. Love you guys. Bye.